Hello and welcome back. In this video we want to be talking about the second decision-making skill, and this is to make everyday decisions. Now, what's the difference to the last video that we've explored? The last video was more about hesitancy. Learn to make small everyday decisions without hesitancy. So act without overthinking. That was kind of the means how to go about these decisions, and this video is more related to the scope of our decisions, to start with small everyday decisions where not so much is at stake, and then practice going up to more meaningful life-altering decisions. So living in accordance with the guidance of the heart requires one core skill. Let yourself be pulled into the fear and through it, to go through the fear and beyond it. Let yourself be pulled. And we've heard this before. Fear is part of the way, even with small decisions. So fear has the quality that sometimes when it gets overwhelming, it stifles us. And that's why it's not to beat yourself up that you cannot face your fears. It's more about practicing your fears, like let yourself be pulled through the fear and actually, remain your grounding, so to speak, while in the face of fear. And that's why we want to start with everyday decisions, because also to make them on a base of intuition also requires to face our fears in a minor way. And then we walk our way up. So the preparation for that is to learn to get in touch with our feelings in general. Learn to observe what feels right, what is the feeling component. We've heard this before, but this is the necessary preparation for that. And the practice is this, to learn what feels right in the first place and then to practice with the body and with the daily task. We've heard this in the module on body sensations, to practice with the everyday task and with what feels right in your body, to get a feeling for your sensations and then start with that, going from there. What to eat, when to eat, how and when to exercise, what tasks to do, in which order. Try to feel those out, because if you now write this letter and then write this email and afterwards you make this phone call or you do it another way around, you know what I mean? There is no point in overthinking that. There is nothing too much at stake. So just try to make those decisions on the base of intuition, and then will come the day where you really see, okay, well, now I made the phone call last and she said like, okay, thank you for calling right now. If you would have called me 5 minutes ago, I wouldn't have been able to go on the phone. It's like a stupid made-up example, but you know what I mean? For some reason, things will work out and they get back into alignment if you feel them out. So to learn to start with the small tasks first. Notice the resistance and embrace that. Notice the resistance and the fear that comes up. Again, every mental chatter pattern is due to fear. And to learning to embrace that is part of the practice. There will be fear, there will be resistance, so be prepared. And then go from small to big decisions gradually. I put it like in this 4-step process, but it's really very simple. It's really nothing technical, nothing fancy. You learn to feel what's right. And then you start with the small decisions. You embrace the fear that comes up, and then you kind of work your way up to more meaningful life-altering decisions. And that's it. Life is actually pretty simple. Everybody who wants to tell you something different doesn't get it. Life is simple, so no point in working out an elaborate formula. This is what it is. But this, apply it, will get you where you want. Where life needs you, I should say. Where you want can be something different, but where you really feel you rest, when you're yourself, when you can be yourself. To this place, this method will get you. So this is the second decision-making skill. Number one, in the last video we said these small decisions without hesitancy. And the second skill is to learn to start with the small, embrace the fears, and then work your way up. That's it. This is the practice. And how I'm applying this in my life, this is what we will be seeing in the next video, so I can give you some examples on that.